Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The whole world is not outside, it is in our mind. Now with this mind, we all enjoy, we all suffer, we all achieve, we all fail. Mind is the culprit. So what is to be done? Three things are to be done with reference to mind. First, mind has to be purified. And for that, the Karma Yoga is told. What is the Karma Yoga? Whatever we are doing, let every action be an expression of joy and happiness. Don't do anything to get something. Do everything to express joy. First step. So, Karmani Chitta Shuddhyartham. Karma is for the purification of the mind. So what is the impurity? Impurity is personal likes and dislikes. And the likes and dislikes have got no logic, no reason. I like red color. I don't like red color, the other will say. Maybe you were a bull in the last life, therefore you don't like it. The bulls don't like red color, they fight. But I like yellow color, useless, yellow, dirty. I don't like. So what is the logic behind the likes and dislikes? No logic. Our whole life is guided under the influence of personal likes and dislikes. And thereafter, the affluence is what? Affluence is fulfillment of our personal likes and dislikes. That is affluence. So, this is the first problem with our mind. It has to be cleaned. The best part is Ishwararpitam Nechaya Kritam. Don't do anything to fulfill the desire, but whatever we are doing, it should purify our mind. Then the second problem of our mind is, the mind is not available to us when we want. Mind is constantly running here and there. So, the mind has to be made available, what we call single pointedness of the mind. When we want for some purpose, it is available, that time, that length of time, that purpose, without any distraction of any kind. Second, requirement of the mind to be taken care of. First, purification. Second, single pointedness. Aikagnartham upasana. The third, the mind has to be disciplined. So these are the three parts with which Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi has brought to our knowledge. Therefore, first three verses, karma. Next few verses, upasana. And now, the third part, the control over our mind. Mind has to be disciplined. Disciplined mind is controlled mind. If our life is disciplined, our life is controlled. If life doesn't have any discipline, it is like the kati patang. Sometime here, sometime there. No end to it. Therefore, in the 11th mantra, Bhagavan says, Vayu rodhanat liyate manaha jala pakshivat rodha sadhana. Be attentive. He will be telling subsequently that time I will tell. Vayu rodhana. When you are running and tired, that time watch what happens to body and to the mind. Because of excessive exercise or work, more and more oxygen requirement is required. Okay? So we go on breathing very fast and I am tired. And to that damn tired person, you ask, hey, excuse me, what is the time? What is the time? He is already frustrated. So what can you talk? Physically, when we are tired, our mind is upset. Mentally, when we are tired, our reactions are abnormal. One man, a husband of course, he was waiting for the compartment to come on a railway platform. His round figure wife, always interested going to the stalls, 4-5 bags, 2-3 uncontrolled children, and he is waiting for the compartment S1, S9. You see, all those compartments are never in the same sequence. S1, S9, S3, S7. So he just train. That time you go and ask him, excuse me, what is the time? What is the time? See, 2 examples. When you are physically exhausted, your mind is not at peace. When you are mentally exhausted, your reactions are not normal. Therefore, prana and mind, they are connected. And therefore, Yoga Shastra being predominantly Prakriti oriented, matter oriented, therefore they talk about pranayama. So, what the pranayama does, when we see within ourselves that we breathe 15 times per minute. In a day, 24 hours, 216,000 times or 100 times we breathe. So, pranayama is reduce the frequency of breathing. And frequency of breathing is reduced. To that extent, the mind is quieted. The other way around, when your mind is quieted, the breathing also goes very slow. Therefore, Vayu Rodhana, when we practice this pranayama, which includes breathing in, breathing out, and holding the breath. Holding the breath is called as kumbhak. So, Vayu Rodhana. When this is practiced, then manaha liyate, mind slowly starts dissolving, meaning it is no more extrovert. Vayu Rodhana liyate mana, slowly starts. But limitation. Jala pakshivat rodha sadhanam. But the mind will remain controlled as long as the pranayama is operating. After the pranayama, curfew is lifted, then again the mind will start with vengeance. Therefore, you will see, you must have known in our Puranas, there are many stories of the tapasvis, yogis, and tapasvis and yogis, they have one particular character. What is that? They become angry very easy. And when they become angry, they curse. Have we ever read or heard that a Jnani Purush like Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi, or a devotee like Santa Dhaneshwar, they have cursed anybody? No. See? Because tapasvi and the yogis, they are working on prakriti, and prakriti is suppressed. Anything goes to the contrary of their desire or thought, they become angry. Therefore, this Durvasa Rishi, he became so angry with our Bhole Baba. Shivji is Shivji, but all his ganas are horrible. So they did some mischief with this Durvasa Rishi, and he got so angry and he cursed Lord Shiva. You will have problem in your marriage. Lord Shiva, मैंने क्या किया यार? He cannot control himself because it is artificial. It remains only as long as the brake is applied. The best example I can think about the yogis and tapasvi is you have your both feet on both accelerator and the brake. What will be the condition of the engine? See? Accelerator, pressure has increased. Brake, no. That is the condition of when we excessively get involved with prakriti. See? And if we follow what Bhagwan Ramana told, if we follow that, prakriti will have vikruti. You cannot stop it. So through wisdom, accept gracefully, cheerfully. No, but I don't want to die early. Therefore, all the yogis have the same thing. If you do yoga every day, then you will be healthy and you will live long. My question is for what? For doing yoga. Whole life, hawa bharte raho. What for? See? Healthy life cannot be the goal of life. We have to discover fulfillment in life. Therefore, vayu rodhana liyate manaha. Lekin jala pakshivat. Jala pakshivat means what? This is our story. There was a old bird like me, and he was on the tree, and there were many small birds, and the old people, they keep on advising others and nobody listens to their advice. I am giving you my example. Go and advise, but nobody listens. But then we can't ever keep our mouth shut. So he was telling, look here, my children, don't go on the ground because the hunter will come. He will spread the net. He will throw the grains. Don't go to eat that, or else he will catch you and take you. And all of them, Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purna. And the old man, that old bird was sitting. And as said, the hunter came, spread the net, threw the grains, and all of them went over there and sat. Then he lifted all of them, put them in that net on his back and started going. But they were chanting, the hunter will come, spread the net, throw the grains, don't go and eat that, he will carry you. Om Bhurgo Swaha Tassavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Mechanically going on. Jala Pakshivat Rodha Sadhana. Therefore, We have to discipline and control the mind, but with proper understanding. So what is the understanding? Bhagavan says, Chitta Vayavaha Chit Kriyayuta Shakayordvai Shakti Mulaka. Now see, if you can imagine, from one point, two lines are drawn. So these two lines drawn from the same point can never be parallel. There will be some angle. For example, imagine my hand is at point. Now from here, two lines have come out. Now these two lines cannot be parallel. They will have some angle. So, Shakayodvai, these are the two branches. Shakti Mulaka, source is common. The Shakti, the conscious principle. Now what are those? Jnana Shakti and Kriya Shakti. The knowledge aspect of our personality and the energy aspect of our personality. Two of them. So be very attentive. As we go away from the center, we go away. What will happen? The gap between these two lines will start widening. If we go far away, that is what our personality is. We go far away, the knowledge does not match the action, and the actions are not representative of the knowledge. See? How simple it is. Now to understand, take some example. We go to listen satsanga, we listen satsanga, and now we are already retired, there is nothing to do, and we thought, let me try satsang, kya hota hai yaar, kabhi ka yaar, let me. And we go and we get inspired. Okay, now I will also start. From tomorrow morning, I'll get up early morning at 4 o'clock before anybody gets up and do meditation. Okay. Tomorrow comes, morning happens, 4 o'clock, sleep is over. But then these two lines, knowledge, I should start my day in the morning at 4 o'clock. Action. So far I never got up in the morning 4 o'clock. Now I am 80 not out. What difference it made? Hey, is it that Bhagavan is available only in the morning? Is he on leave or what in the afternoon? Baad mein karenge. Again you sleep. Then, as usual, get up at 9 o'clock. Oh God, today also I could not get up. I said, no, what happens to me? Repeat it 2-3 times. You come to a conclusion. I cannot do this. What is this? I cannot do this. Lack of self-confidence. Nayamatma balahine nalabhyaha. The truth is not for those who are weaklings. And what is the weakness? We disrespect our knowledge in our life. That is the weakness. And then we complain, Swamiji, my children do not listen to me. Your words have no meaning. Because when the words carry the meaning, it will have impact. Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahansa was approached by a mother with a child. Thakurji, please tell this boy, he eats lots of sweets. I tell him he doesn't listen, you tell him. So he said, okay, come next Sunday, I'll tell him. And she shunted, coming, going, 5-6 Sundays. Then on last Sunday, he told that boy, hey, don't eat sweet, it is not good for your health, it will not be right to eat sweets, okay? The boy agreed, yes. And he went. Now the mother became angry with that Mahatma. If he had to tell this only, why did you make me come 5-6 times? You know what was the reply? Before I tell that child don't eat sweets, I should abstain myself from eating sweets at least for 1 week. Our words do not carry the meaning. Why? Because words is the action and knowledge is understanding. When knowledge and action do not support each other, we are powerless. Contrary to that, Bhagavan Ramana, hardly he talked. He did not open schools and colleges. He did not want to improve the society, the world. One social worker approached Bhagavan. That time it was the freedom struggle going on. So said, Bhagavan, kindly tell your devotees to join the Quit India movement and all that. So Bhagavan said, have you seen any movie? Those days TV was not there. So that person, social workers think they know better than everybody, including God. So they say, no, I think my question is not clear. You have not understood. Bhagavan said, I understood. Now you answer my question. Have you seen a movie? Yes. On the screen, when you see a house is on fire and somebody is burning in that, will you take a bucket of water and throw on the screen? Friends, remember, we should not get involved in uncalled for activities if you really mean business on the spiritual path. Social work is not spirituality. Spirituality is like what? Like a flower having fragrance. The flower doesn't give fragrance to somebody. It has a fragrance. Whoever wants, welcome. See? Therefore, chitta vayavaha chit kriyayita. These two. Then, shakhayor shakti mulaka. Therefore, first understanding. If we are clear about what is to be done or not done, there will be less struggle. But if these two are not cooperating, matching with each other, then we are nowhere on the spiritual path. Now continue further. Laya vinashane ubhaya rodhane laya gatam punar bhavati nomrutam. So what is to be done? Laya vinasha, ubhaya rodhane, ubhaya both, pranayam and understanding. So when pranayam and understanding is perfectly going on, when knowledge and action do not contradict each other, we become more and more integrated. See? And that integration is merging of these two channels into one homogeneous. This is the conscious principle. And therefore, all the great masters, when they say something, it happens. Why? Because they have migrated from the Vaikhari Vani to the Madhyama Vani to the Pashyanti Vani. Pashyanti Vani is that state of our experience where the object and the word indicating the object are not yet differentiated fully, but ready to differentiate. Like the gram kept in the water for overnight, it becomes swollen, it has not yet germinated, but it is ready to germinate. And therefore, whatever these Mahatmas say, it happens, because the word and the thought, they are not contrary to each other. See? So, laya vinashane ubhaya rodhane. So what will happen? When this is practiced, both pranayam as well as proper understanding, then ubhaya rodhane, both of them are practiced, then laya and vinasha. So when you are doing only pranayam, mind will remain calm for some time, but after the curfew of pranayam is lifted, again the firing begins. And vinashane, when the thoughts are rodha means stop. Don't get involved anywhere, just observe that you are not reacting. Therefore, an open eye meditation, if you want to know, dynamic meditation, what your name you give, dekho suno mat bolo. आओ खाओ जाओ रुको मत, देखो सुनो बोलो मत, आओ बैठो रुको मत. How simple it is. We have to ourselves recognize we get unnecessarily involved in this world. And the involvement is talking with reference to ourselves. For that also there is a mantra. Who asked you? You will come to know many times we talk when nobody has asked us anything. We can't keep it inside. Like a vomit. Boli do. So, laya vinashane ubhaya rodhane, then laya gatam, when the mind is dissolved for some time, quieted, not dissolved, quieted. Then after the curfew of pranayam is over, again it will come out with vengeance. But vinashane, when the mind is destroyed, the layagatam punar bhavati no mrutam, but the dead mind will not again come up. Now here we have to understand very clearly. What is the killing of the mind? This is done in two ways, by ignorant people and by the wise people. What the ignorant people do, they are frustrated, angry, they can't handle their mind, then they start liquid spirituality. And what is liquid spirituality? They quieten the mind totally. And then they enter another spiritual realm. This world doesn't make any difference. This is one technique. Second technique is through understanding and wisdom. Now what we have to understand? Mind has got two functions. One is perception. Second, projection after perception. Now my eyes are open, I see you. Perception. Samsara has not begun. Projection. Oh, so nice, so sincere people, and so quiet, and so sincere, listening with all seriousness. Projection. Then comparison. Here it is very good, but the other day I went to that place, they were very dumb people. Samsara begins. So what is the meaning of destruction of the mind? Let perception be not followed by projection. Projections are in terms of our comments, our evaluation, our comparisons, our memory digging. See? How many people have gone to Bhagavan? He was simply sitting. He was not sleeping. He was aware, but no projection. See? Slowly, such a mind dissolves. Now what is that state? That state is like the principle of life. Life-wise we are all one. Mind-wise we are different. See how simple it is to understand. I had a very good friend, a Christian couple, young couple. He was a taxi driver, and somehow we became very good friends. He never came for satsang or anything. So one day he met me somewhere. He stopped. He said, "Hey Sadhu Baba, I got a good news." I said, "What is that then?" He said, "My wife," his wife name was Catherine. Catherine is delivering today in the hospital. I said, "Wow, congratulations. I'll try to get some time and come and meet her, okay?" Evening, he was waiting outside my satsang. When I came out, he was crying. I said, "Hey, what happened?" "She is bleeding profusely. I don't know what to do." I said, "Call her relations. Somebody's blood will match and give." "No, we did that, but they say, according to our religion, we cannot give our blood to others." I said, "Yaar, no, pray to your God. Let my blood match with her. Without that, I can't go." And as if God wanted, it happened. So blood was given, she survived. After 15 days, I went to see her. And she was perfectly normal. Then I said, "Hey, Kathy," "Yes." "Bottle Catholic, liquor Hindu. Who are you?" See, my friends, at the level of the mind, samsara begins. When the mind dissolves, as in deep sleep, tatra mata amata bhavati. In deep sleep, we are no mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, but we are. All the great masters have transcended the limitations of the mind, although they are functioning through the mind. Like a good driver, he is riding the car in a terrible traffic, but he has transcended the problems of the traffic and he goes through without creating accidents. See? And a novice driver, he will become angry, he will shout, he will go on honking. Because he has still not become perfect in his driving, therefore becoming angry. So what is meant here? Layagatam punar bhavati no mrutam. When the mind is dead, that doesn't mean the mind is dead means a drunk. No. Be attentive. These three things you work on it. Mind must be quiet. Dekho suno mat bolo. Mind must be alert. That's not what, no. Alert. All that is happening around, if we are 100% aware. And third, vigilant. Vigilance, are we reacting to the situation and creating impressions on our mind in the form of likes and dislikes? These three things. Quiet, alert, vigilant. Such a mind is referred by Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. Layagatam punarbhavati no mrutam. What is the death of the mind? Death of the mind is old habits are dropped. Old habit, we have to comment on something or the other. See? And when this is practiced, exactly what happens? What will be that experience? See? Now learn from yourself. Our vision is seeing all colors and forms, perception. Mind also see the world, experiences are there, but after the experience, reaction comes. Like, dislike, I want, I don't want. Now vision sees all colors and forms, but doesn't react. If this we can catch, let our mind be like our vision. Rejects nothing, reacts to nothing, and retains nothing. then we will try to understand what is the meaning of Maunam, what Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi was in. He was not practicing Maunam. He had nothing to talk. The more we become aware of this, to that extent, we have learned what Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi is telling. Pranabandhanat leena manasam ekachintanat nashavetyadaha. So 2 stages. First, pranayam will be slowly affecting the mind. Mind will become thinner and thinner. Old habits will die away. Pranabandhana leena manasam. Now, if the mind is too quietened, it will go to sleep. You must have seen there are many people who do meditation. Say, I never do that, therefore I do not know. But people ask us, therefore I know. This is what happens in meditation. One person asked, Swamiji, in our ashram, our Mahatmaji tells, switch off all the lights. Why switch off all the lights? I said, because both the teacher and the student can sleep. The second question, there are some people when they are doing meditation, they do like this thing. What is that? That is a jhatka meditation. Jhatka aa gaya. They are sleeping. The third kind of meditation, sound meditation. Like sound sleep, you know sound sleep? That sleep where sound is produced. Krrr, krrr. See friends, that is not meditation, they are the cartoons of meditation. Remember, that which begins in time and remains for some time and ends after some time is not meditation at all. These are the basics, my friends. Wherever actions are involved, what is the understanding? Every action begins in time, remains for some time, ends after some time. Like our satsanga, began at 7:30, continue for some time, it will end. Rest of the day, so half an hour meditation, rest of the day, frustration. We have to live in meditation 24/7. We don't have to do meditation 24/7. We have to live in meditation 24/7. This is what Bhagavan says. Prana bandhana leena manasa. The mind is lean, thinned out. It has become sufficiently quiet. Now that quiet mind, do not allow it to go to sleep. Then engage that mind in inquiry. This is the basic difference between our approach and Patanjali's approach. Patanjali always say, yogaha chitta vritti nirodhaha tada drashtu sarupe avasthanam, and you go to sleep. This is not the meaning. So, eka chintana. Now see, if we observe our mind and our experiences, mind can function only if there are options. Options means more than one. See? Bhagavan says, eka chintana. Now find out what is one and what is many. Then one day you will discover finites are many, infinite is one. So, what are many? Words are many. And These many words are separated by the silence of the words. Like when I am talking to you, when is a word, then there is a gap, then I is a word, then there is a gap, am is a word, then there is a gap, talking is a word, gap, you is a word, again gap. This can become a sentence because in between there is absence of sound or word, is it not? Now words are different, but the silence between them is common. Therefore, we have to practice Eka Chintanan. What is Ek? Hold on to that. What is one? Hold on to that. Then you will come to know. So words are many, silence is one. So be very attentive. So we have to work from two fronts. One, do not talk to yourself. That is in our hands. Now to substantiate this, add one more parameter. Listen to silence. Listening to silence means sounds come from outside over which we have no control. So learn to remain indifferent to all the sounds. Put these two things together. Don't talk to yourself and remain indifferent to all the sounds. You are not doing Chitta Vritti Nirodha. You are not getting influenced by any thought. Sounds are heard, but no reaction. And therefore, you will not go to sleep. Eka Chintanan. Then what will happen? Mind, although hearing everything, is not reacting to anything, will be like the ocean supporting the waves but not getting disturbed by the waves. When waves are erupting, there is no burden for the ocean. When the waves are quiet, there is no relief for the ocean. In the same manner, the waking comes and goes. Second wave, the dream comes and goes. Third wave, the deep sleep comes and goes. They remain the same. Eka Chintana. And one is only infinite. Anything finite can never be one. The whole world is made up of complementary opposites. Joy, sorrows, gain, loss, good, bad, health, disease. The world is like this, so we do not react. When we do not react, our experience will be like that of the eyes, seeing all colors and form, not reacting. The more you start playing with these ideas, you will see, life becomes so easy, simple. So when in this manner our mind is destroyed to a great extent, then Nashthamanasaha Utkrishta Yoginaha Krutyamasti kim swasthitim yataha. Now such a yogi, such a great seeker, Nashtamanasaha yogi. Now he is no more enslaved by the vagaries of the mind. Meaning, what will be the condition for us to understand? The condition of such a great yogi is like his mind is like that of a mirror, reflecting everybody, rejecting nothing, at the same time retaining nothing and not getting influenced by anything. There cannot be a better example than Bhagavan Ramana. He was not observing silence. He has reached this state. So whatever Bhagavan has written here, this is not taking some book and copying and writing from his experiences. Nashtamanasaha utkrishta yogina. Then, krutyamasti kim. So when you are experiencing, but you are not reacting, then you will not do anything. Then things will happen. When you do something, there is option good or bad. See? So we want to do good to others, we should not do bad to others. Then I is still maintained. Therefore, spiritual life is not doing good to others. Like the fragrance of the flower is not making others happy. That is the natural state. See? Bhagavan Ramana has not gone to any other place to propagate religion. No. Krutyamasti kim swasthitim yataha. Because abiding in one's essential nature. Now drishyamaritam chittam atmanaha chitva darshanam tattva darshanam. Drishyamaritam chittam. Mind free from the element of objectivity. See? What is the meaning of free from the impact of objectivity? Now be attentive. There are different type of experiences we go through. When we see something is real, we have some kind of interaction. When we see that there is nothing, our interaction is different. Now the third option, something appears but doesn't exist. Like the mirage waters. What is our interaction? Interaction is be attentive. Recognition of the illusion as an illusion is the only way to transcend illusion. You cannot improve illusions. You cannot destroy illusions. You cannot use illusions. This is what Bhagavan Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter. He glorifies the world, Urdhva Moola Madashakam, exhaustively, the 14 worlds. And then we start imagining, oh, the world is so big, 14 world, Bhurva Sva Mahajanatma, Satyamasano, such a big world. Bhagavan says, Na rupamasya tathopalabhyate, Nanto na chadin nadasam pradishtha. Don't try to look at the world like this. It has neither the beginning nor the end, nor does it exist. Now, this principle apply on mirage water. When was mirage water created? How long it remained? When it was destroyed, what happened to it? Nothing. In the same way, this world, when it was created, when we are identified with the body, the world is created. See, after every few days, I had to go from one place to another place, and different houses, different bedrooms, different bathrooms, everything. So, when I sleep, I don't know where I am, which side is the bathroom, etc. So what I do, I keep the lights on. So when I wake up, I know where is the bathroom. There are also questions, Swamiji, why do you keep the lights on? I said, because then I can see the dreams better. Every time it is changing. So, this world comes into existence only after body identification. If there is no body identification, where, when, what we are? Nothing. This is what Bhagavan says. Drishyavaritam chittam. Meaning, when objectivity is not taken as seriously real, like the mirage waters. Has anybody ever tried that mirage waters should be harvested to solve the problem, water problem of Hyderabad? Because too many buildings are coming and there is no water in the underground, so we are thinking what to do. And you give this idea to some politician, they will get fund from International Monetary Fund and eat it. They can do that. Mirage waters, they appear, do not exist. Exactly the same way. It is said, Drishyavaritam chittam. Meaning, when the objectivity is not taken real, then Chitva darshanam. Then alone you discover your conscious being, and that is the Tattva darshanam. So recognition of oneself as the pure self is called God realization, Tattva darshanam. So we are constantly working on our mind. See? And then only we will be able to know what Bhagavan Ramana is telling us. After having dealt up to this level, now Bhagavan Ramana is taking a pin and punching the balloon of spirituality. Why didn't we start right in the beginning? Last 4 days we are struggling. Now, in the 17th mantra, Bhagavan says, you are so much tired, frustrated about the mind. Purify the mind through Karma Yoga. Make the mind single-pointed by the Upasana, devotion. Discipline the mind by the yoga. Instead of all that what you want to sort out, find out what is that. About this, Bhagavan used to tell one story. There was a marriage somewhere going on, and in that marriage there was one support hand, somebody, his name was Narayan. And that Narayan is to everything required. Narayan, where is the matchbox? Narayan, where is this thing? He is always available to give whatever you want. Slowly, he conquered the confidence of all the people from the girl's side. And then he also started going to the boys' side. There also he was helping. And both sides, he conquered confidence. And marriage went off very well. Both parties sat together over a cup of tea, started discussing. See, that Narayan, the boys' side said, that Narayan from your side, he was coming and helping us a lot. Girl side, who Narayan? The one who was helping No, we thought he's from your side. No, he is not from our side. He is not from your side. Then where is he? Let us find out. Meanwhile, that Narayan has collected all the gold and went away. That Narayana is this mind. See? Drawing objectivity from the matter and knowledge from the consciousness, a fictitious entity is born. This is what it is said. And then you start inquiry. What is this mind? Where is this Narayana? He has taken away everything. So Bhagavan says, Manasam to kim margade krute. When you inquire what the mind is, be all the time worried, my mind is disturbed, find out what is the mind. Margade krute, when you inquire into. So, manasam to kim margade krute, then what happens? Naiva manasam marga arjava. There is nothing like mind. It's so important, friends. Mind is like that Narayana. No independent existence. Therefore, in the words of J. Krishnamurti, objectless awareness. We are aware not of the objects. Objectless awareness. Same Bhagavan says, when the objectivity is dropped, and for that we told you a technique, make absence as an object of experience. So, sounds. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Sounds finite. They are separated by absence of sound, silence. Now go on widening this silence. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. When this is consciously practiced, then we will understand this. Margade krute, when you inquire what is the mind is the one which is supporting both the presence and the absence, and therefore beyond presence and absence. So that which is beyond presence and absence is our essential nature. See, manasam to kim margane krute, net result will be naiva manasam. Now try. So many examples you can see in this world. We are seeing each other. Now there are two lights. One is a common light. Second is a reflected light. We think we are seeing each other, but that is not the truth. The truth is the light reflected on the object, and thereafter what we are seeing is the reflected light, not the object. So, same light is illuminating all of us. So, that light should be seen everywhere. But in between us, why we can't see the light? Does it mean there is no light? So what we have to learn? Light, unless it is reflected on something, it is not perceived. Because it is not perceived, does it mean it doesn't exist? See? So mind is reflected consciousness. We call, oh, bright sunlight. Totally wrong usage of words. It is a daylight. It is not a sunlight. Sunlight is dark light. In the deep into the galaxies, there is no light, only darkness. Why? No object to reflect upon. Exactly the same way. When we are looking at two objects, mind. When we are focusing attention on the absence of the two, consciousness. Both mind and consciousness are knowledge. Mind is a knowledge where objectivity is predominant. Like how we get the knowledge of something, this is an object, step number one. The object doesn't know it is an object. Then I know this is an object. So the knowledge where a I sense is developed. I know this is the object. How do you know this is the object? I am not the object. So that knowledge where I and not I happens is the Tribhuti, and that is the mind, and that is the samsara. Now that knowledge where I versus not I doesn't happen is pure consciousness. See? Manasam tu kim margane krute. Therefore, when objectivity is dropped, the mind disappears. Naiva manasam, mind disappears. And in the disappearance of the mind, what is revealed, and that is our essential nature. Now for that, the teacher gives us further approach. How do we start? Now vrittaya tu aham vrittimashrita vrittayo manaha viddhi aham manaha. Now here also we see vrittaya plural, aham vritti singular. Now understand this. This is a bottle object. I know this is a bottle. This is a container. I know this is a container. This is a phone. I know this is a phone. So objects are many. The knower is one. See? First step. If there are too many objects, then I will be fat. Too many objects. What is too many objects? When I was in London in 1921, so the burden. See? Too many objects. In the form of memories, possessions, regrets, achievements, failures, this is all we carry. To that extent, our I becomes fat. See? Because more the possessions, thicker is the I. Now go to the other end. In deep sleep, we are no mother, father, not in India, not outside, not rich, nor poor, nor man, nor woman, nor husband, nor wife. Nothing. Everything dropped. But we continue to exist. In the deep sleep, we don't have the experience that I am not there. Otherwise, who will say, I had a good sleep? And therefore, I am vrittayatu aham vrittimashrita. So, all the worldly things are supported by this aham. And therefore, vrittaya manaha viddhi aham manaha. Therefore, what is the mind? Mind is the notion of I. one technique which I learned from Nisargadatta Maharaj. You might have heard the name. His technique is very simple. He used to say, use passive voice when you talk. See? I have gone and given lecture. I have attended the lecture. This is active voice. In that, lecture is secondary, I is primary. Go the other way around. Hey, lecture was organized, it was lovely. So, the lecture is important, not who gave and who organized. But if we see in our day-to-day language, the maximum number of times the pronoun that is used is I. Bhagavad Gita tells the same thing. Katham Bhishmam aham sankhe dronam cha madhusudana. How can I kill her? Who are you to kill? Are they waiting to be killed by you? They will come and kill you. Oh, I forgot about it. See how simple it is. Arjuna's problem was, how can I kill them? Are they available? Acha beta kal hamaro. But that I is so strong. Everything. I. See? Therefore, with the aham manaha. So, what is the mind? Mind is aham. I. Now, what is the difference between I as a mind and I as Paramatma? What is the difference? Now see, when I say I am old, here I means my age. When I say I am a man, here I means my gender. When I say I am poor, here I means the property. When I say I am healthy, here I means health. How many I's are inside? I husband, I wife, I mother, I father, I Indian. Inside we are a poultry farm. And where there is a poultry farm, can there be peace? In Coimbatore, a very big poultry farm, my friend took me. So we have to go everywhere, wherever they take us. They take to temple, we go. They take to poultry farm, we go. They take to graveyard, we go, and come back also. So, when I went there, I was watching. Swamiji, if you like to go inside, but I can come out also, no? Otherwise, I have to stay with him like this. No, you can go and see. So, slowly I entered and stood in one place watching. One bird came and pecked my foot. So I did like this. The moment I shook, the whole farm, exactly this is the condition of us inside, constantly talking. If you say that, I'm going to do You know, when I learned this thing, when I keep on traveling on airports, there is some singular passenger like me. I enjoy, I don't read anything. Enjoy what is happening around. Because learning is spirituality. So, somebody will do this. What he is doing? He is talking to himself. My friends, therefore I told you, try this. Stop talking to yourself. Do right now for 1 minute. Don't talk to yourself. listen. See what happened to you. When you stop talking to yourself, your body became steady. Your asana became firm. Vertically, you stop rocking. Breathing became very slow and shallow. But when we are disturbed inside, we can't keep quiet even for a moment. Once I was coming from London to Mumbai, just during that time 9/11. So the flight was almost empty. So I thought in the center 4 seats, I'll sit in a aisle, and then when the flight takes, I'll remove the hands and sleep. That was my plan. Before the flight could take up, another heavy fellow came and sat on the other side of the aisle. Oh God, chance gone. I was sitting. After hardly 2-3 minutes, the whole bench was shaking. Cut, 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 cut. I was thinking, here also speed breaker or what? How come it is shaking so much? Cut, 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 cut. Then I looked at him. So that person who was sitting at the end, very round figure, healthy one, and he was violently moving his legs. The whole bench was moving. I asked him, "Jaldi pohna hai?" Nervous. When you are nervous, you cannot be at peace with yourself. See? Can you imagine Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi, Nanda ke Ananda Bhayo Jai Kanaiya Lal ki. See? Keep the ideal of space. Like the space. Supports everything. Rejects nothing. But doesn't get influenced by anything. Then we can understand it. See? Ayam aham kuto bhavati chinvatah aipatatyam naya vicharan. So, with the aham mana. Now, after this, then, what is this aham? Ayam aham kutaha bhavati? Where from this I has come? See? This I has come like Narayana. When taking support of both the boy's side and the girl's side, Purusha and Prakriti come together, Narayana is born. I, Purusha, the world Prakriti, getting unnecessarily involved. Where we are unwanted, do not get involved. See? But we are not at peace with ourselves, and therefore, if others are at peace, they are angry. Like people become angry with me. I remember one lady in Delhi scolded me. After my lecture was over, be happy, Moj Bero. She must have been frustrated inside. After the lecture, she came as if holding my collar, as if. And she said, Swamiji, stop telling that, be happy, Moj Bero, get married and show. You could laugh, I was crying. Those who are miserable, they do not like happy people. Because Purusha Prakriti coming together. Now just watch yourself. So, ayam aham kutaha bhavati chinvataha. Chinvataha means thus you have to reflect. The one who reflects more than I am miserable, find out who is miserable. Then you will come to know the one who is miserable does not exist. See? Now who is miserable? Husband. Now try to show the husband apart from the man. Where is he? And when the divorce happens, now where the husband goes? I was in Stuttgart, staying with one German lady, and I thought they are husband and wife, Indian thinking. So I said, Mama, your husband told me to take Coke from this fridge. Swamiji, he is not my husband, he is my ex-husband. We are staying together, but no more husbands. Then what are the rules and regulations I must know? In this fridge, this left side is mine, right side is his. So, where I am in center? Now see, where is husband? The one who doesn't exist is miserable. How can you help? Our condition looks ridiculous, but it is like that. Our condition is we try to improve and remove the reflection of the moon from the waters. Poor reflection, constantly shaking, poor husband, so miserable. See, what to do with him? So, beta, you take divorce, you will be all right. Where is that fellow? So, the only thing is, take your wife lightly, even if she is heavy. That's it. Don't make issues out of small little things. My friends, just look within yourself. How many of us are miserable? Because so much we have grown in our age, yet we have not discovered our divine nature. How many of us are miserable? Our misery is, this morning when I got up, I did not get a cup of tea. Are daridri? Become miserable for something standard. See? Therefore, ayam aham kutaha bhavati chinvataha. Instead of complaining, I am disturbed, miserable, find out who is miserable, who is disturbed. What will happen? Are, what happened? Patati aham. The one who is miserable disappears. This is called as Nija Vicharanam. This is called as spiritual inquiry. Now this spiritual inquiry will conclude our text tomorrow in the last satsang. Tomorrow is last now. I know you are all relieved, thank God. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat